So the poplar is coming down slowly but surely. A massive tree. Here's a branch they left me. I cut it up. I gotta carve a couple more pumpkins, 2 more pumpkins, that's it. I gotta give the guy, Tim, a pumpkin for leaving me wood like this. And yeah, I don't really want to carve any more pumpkins, but I'll tell you one thing right now. My last videos, I've been using that that friggin' swamp willow there. A nightmare, complete nightmare. I sold those pumpkins for cheaper than I wanted to, but I sold them. So now I'm just gonna see what it's like to carve this poplar. Just carve. Rob told me he likes carving it, but it grows different in different areas. So you can see here it's pretty like wide grain there, but it seems like it's a solid piece. So lots of you ask, how do you get the bark off your pieces? This tree, this was cut down like 2 days ago. How do you get the bark off? Well, sometimes there's no, the longer that you let the log sit out in the shade or something and let it weather, the easier it can be to get the bark off. But like sometimes for cedar, the bark will just pop off. But I don't think there's any easy tricks for this stuff right now, besides the old school way. Well, I don't know if it's a new school or old school, but I got to get this bark off. I'm just going to use my chainsaw and do some rip cuts down here around it. I'm also thinking about carving a owl on a pumpkin. Owl sitting on a pumpkin, just something quick and easy. I don't know. We'll see this. I got to take all this stuff off. Anyways, this video is not going to be too long. It's just showing you what I think of carving this poplar, soaking wet. If any of you care. Well, I'll say one thing for sure. I would much rather carve this poplar wood, popple or whatever it's called, that it's the family of cottonwood bark, than that swamp willow that I've been carving the pumpkins. Yeah, this sapwood, when I'm carving it, water's pouring down. But if you look at some of here, look at the bird's eye in there. This tree is plagued with burls. Got some big burls on the bottom of the tree too. So that's bird's eye. I think it is anyways. I'll finish carving the face in. I think I'll just leave this pumpkin the color. I'm not going to paint it. But all I'm doing right now is just blocking it out. I'll let the outside dry for a couple days, then I'll sand it. Okay, so hands down, 1,000,000%, I would much rather carve this poplar wood than that swamp willow. It's soaking wet. I just sanded this off really quick just to show you guys the bird's eye in there. I don't even know if it's bird's eye, but I just like it. And you see how I left the water wood on, sapwood, and the hardwood to give this pumpkin different color effects. You know, look how plugged up this sander got just from sanding. This is a flap sander from sanding wet wood. So I suggest you let this sit aside for 4 days, let the outer layer of it dry out, then sand it. Then this won't get plugged up as much. But let's see if I can blow this out with my, might be noisy on the microphone. That's what I do anyways. So yeah, I don't know if it's bird's eye or not, whatever. I like it though. It's something different. So that's probably from this piece. I'm going to, if I can find some thicker stuff, like that burl right there. See how thick the bark is. But if I can find some stuff that goes deeper into the wood, I'll make some little blocks for Dremel carving out of it. I'm going to sneeze. So this one is plagued with burls. I cut the bottom flat already. Yeah, look how deep that burl goes inside there. See the red in there? You guys want to see burl? Look at the size of that one. I'll put my hand on it for reference size. Look at them, they're all over the place. They're weird burls, they're like branchy burls. There's one up there, there's one there, there's one up there, they're all over. The size of that. Anyways. What I'm going to do is pull this inside and carve another pumpkin. Carry on. Okay, so I got both pumpkins drying out in the sun. Yeah, I know the sun will crack them faster, but I turned the faces that way because the sun's shining this way, so hopefully the backs will crack first. I don't know. I haven't carved much of that wood, so now I gotta clean up all this mess. Yeah, there's lots of work to chainsaw carving if you're thinking about doing it. That's for sure. Anyways. Gonna carve an owl standing beside a tree. It might be a 2D piece. This is a super old piece of western red cedar. If you can't hear me, don't have my microphone in. Ha! Yep. Carry on. Carry on. So, I'm going to end this video here. See, well, that's just a quick block out and stuff. I got to fix the eyes. They're different heights and stuff. So there's an owl in a tree. No pumpkin. That's just whatever. I stopped working on this because this is just a scrap piece of cedar I had around. And I thought it was dry. I've had it for a few years. It's not. Oh, I see a bad cut Johnson under there. Bad cut Johnson under there. I can fix it though. But this cedar's still a little bit too wet. So I'm going to let it sit in here for a couple days and dry out. Leave those pumpkins sitting in the sun for a couple days. If they crack, I don't care. Just want to say to the very beginning wood carvers, when you're carving wet wood, you'll notice it's fuzzy. Like some types of wood is fuzzy, right? But cedar, when it's wet, it gets a little bit fuzzy. So I've been struggling with lots of fuzzy wood lately. It's okay. The best thing to do, my point is, the best thing to do when you're carving fuzzy wood, let it sit, let the outside dry out for a few days, then finish it off. Okay? Carving Fusion. Over and out. I don't even know if I'll upload this video.